bruh. I'm not laughing at you, Symmates. I'm laughing at this nerf, bruh, because this is straight champ. This is so whack. Why did they nerf Symmetra? I mean, I kind of know why they nerfed Symmetra, but it's one of those things where it's like, come on, bruh. Let the girl play. Let the girl into the meta. It's about her time. Nah, Blizzard said F Symmetra, F all the sim mains, F Daniel, bruh. Love you, Daniel. And you ain't gonna be able to have fun anymore. You had your 2 seconds of fun, and it's off to the curb with you. Now, this isn't gonna be a video where we look at the sim nerf, break it down, analyze it, and explain why it's going to be good or bad for the game, but it's also not supposed to be a video where I straight up complain about the sim nerf or even defend the sim nerf. It's just one of those things where I have a voice. I'm going to talk about this because this is so bougie on so many levels, but I understand why it's bougie, but that doesn't mean it's not bougie. Now over here, just to know more about the nerf, because this is a straight up nerf, basically what's going on is that Symmetra's beam now has less meters to be able to do damage, and the damage itself got reduced. Not drastically, but it's one of those things where it's like, come on, bruh. Symmetra was never god tier to begin with, but now you're just making her worse. Why, bro, you act? Why is Blizzard doing this? Why are they hurting my beloved Symmetra? Well, like, you can kind of blame Sigma for this. Sigma was the newest shield tank to be added into Overwatch, when lately we've already been trying to deal with the shield problem. It hasn't been a full-on epidemic, but just a low-key battle. But with the addition of Sigma, now the epidemic is just multiplied, because now you're starting to see double shields being ran with Orisa and Sigma. You have this 900 HP barrier that doesn't have a regeneration, and you just have to wait for a cooldown, and now you have this new shield that could be placed anywhere at any given time and be retracted at any given time. And whatever you think about the double shield meta, it's there, all right? It's there. But once Sigma was added, this is when Symmetra really started to rise and shine, not just because of her teleport opportunity, but also because of her shield busting opportunity. Normally, you would have someone like a Junkrat or a Pharah bust a shield, but the good thing about Symmetra is that whenever you make contact with your beam on a shield, you don't lose ammo, and you can recharge your beam to the 3rd level really quick. So basically, Symmetra was your shield buster, which meant that in this double shield meta that was kind of reigning supreme, you at least had some form of counter. And I think that's why Symmetra got nerfed. But then when I really explain it, it's like, but then doesn't that mean double shield is gonna be more prevalent? What? Hello? I'm not claiming to be a Symmetra main, and I'm not even trying to defend Symmetra, but it's one of those things where it's like, if we have a counter for something that's popular, why wouldn't we keep it into the game? I'm not a game developer, but it's just a check and balance situation at that point. But nonetheless, Symmetra is getting nerfed with this newest PTR update because she was this prominent figure that not only busted shields, but also made tank shields a little useless. I guess that's the only positive I can really think about when it comes to Symmetra being so meta, is that now there's a counter for the shield tanks, but maybe Symmetra was a little bit too good? You really have to look at it from everybody's perspective. From Symmetra's perspective, yeah, this is the worst thing ever. This is so unfair because she was never meta, but now she has a place, but now she's a little bit worse. Not drastically worse, but still, you're worse now on PTR. But then when you look at it from a shield tank's perspective, now you're a little bit happier because Symmetra can still bust down shields, just not as frequent and not as needed. I guess that's really the idea behind this nerf, is that shield tanks are a must, but if you have something that is too prominent, then Symmetra becomes the meta hero. She becomes the new Sombra. She becomes the new Hanzo, the new mate, whatever the case may be, and maybe Blizzard just wanted to stop that from happening. You can tell I'm having a conversation with myself when trying to debate this, because this is gonna start a low-key controversy. Is Symmetra useless whenever it comes to shield tanks? No, you can still do what you can do because you have to be up close and personal with the shield to begin with, and you can still do a lot of damage, just not as rapid. And I think Blizzard really tested this out with how long shields should last compared to how long it takes for Symmetra to bust it down. And I think when it comes to double shield, it's still possible to bust down both shields with Symmetra, but it's a lot more balanced, I think. The other thing I also have to think about is after you bust down the shields, what happens with Symmetra, where she's this god tier DPS hero because she has this level 3 beam that she charged up on a shield that wasn't able to defend itself. And that's the other thing that I can really think about from looking at it from everybody's perspective, not just shield tank's perspective, is that they don't want to easily die from Symmetra because they just charged a beam on a shield pointed it at the Genji, be like, die, you've ridiculed me for too long, Genji, now it's your time to die. The more and more I look at this nerf, the more I start to realize why it came about, but it was really just at the wrong time. You gotta think, Symmetra was never good, then all of a sudden she became low-key meta, and now she's slightly worse because of just her being her. Like, give them a break. But I really think it was Blizzard's effort to still allow you to be a shield buster, but not this god-tier DPS hero that could just easily charge her beam to level 3 on a shield that couldn't protect itself and then kill everybody because you were able to hit a shield that was just sitting there. I think that was the main idea. Does it suck? Yeah, most definitely, because again, Symmetra was never good and now she is, but it's not, you're not useless. You're not useless. It really is just champ. But that's really my thoughts. I kind of didn't pick a side here because I see both reasons, but I want to know what you think. And please look at it from everybody's perspective. If you're a sim main, from the shield tanks and DPS perspectives, and if you're a DPS player such as myself, please look at it from the Sims' eyes because they've been dealing with a lot lately. Try to be a little bit empathetic. But anyway, guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. And if you're going to be going to the LA Valiant homestand in I'm going to be there. So if you see me, don't be afraid to say hi. And if I'm awkward, I mean, what else did you expect? But I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. And praise Jeff for not nerfing me because I was scared there for a second. I love you guys and bye.